Hey, welcome back, everybody. It's time once again for the Real World of Sales. The one show, the only show that talks about the most interesting people doing the most amazing things and how they sell themselves, how they get their message across in today's mixed up media world landscape here, with the one person who seems to understand this landscape better than most, our sales coach, our resident sales coach, Ashley V. Welcome, Ashley V.
That's right. Thank you, Paul, so much. It's back. It's awesome to be back here in October. We have another wonderful show today. We have an amazing guest here, Dr. Choi. He was a former mayor of Irvine twice, and he helps the community with all kinds of different charities and all kinds of different events and specialties that he focuses on, and he's running for state senate right now for this year. Welcome to the show, Dr. Choi.
Ashley, thank you very much for inviting me. This is my first time to OC Talk Show.
OC Talk Radio. Hey, we got one quick question before you guys jump into it. It says Dr. Choi, Steven Choi, PhD. What kind of doctorate is that? Or is that a doctorate in what?
I make a joke out of it. Poor doctor, PhD, means a PhD, so do teach MDs, and the MDs make all the money. So I did teach on this campus of UCI as well.
Oh, okay. And what did you teach? You taught in the medical school?
No, it was Korean language, and then I taught also at the USC library and the information science.
Ah, okay.
Oh my gosh, I went to USC. I did business there.
Oh, maybe you were too young when I was there. 1976 to 1981.
Yeah, should have taken his class.
It's a great school. I wish, yeah.
So before Ashley jumps in with all the questions about the issues of today, I got to know, what's your story? Why did somebody teaching Korean language at a major college decide to enter the crazy world of politics here?
You know what? That's a long story. I was hired by the State Department to come to this country as a language instructor, Korean language instructor, and the culture to teach to the Peace Corps volunteers who were assigned to go to Korea. And so I landed in this country, and several locations wherever I go, I started teaching Korean language, and then when I settled here in Orange County, UCI is a major university, so I made a proposal. You guys, you need to teach Korean language. And a couple of years later, they did. They instituted the Korean language program, and they invited me to come, Stephen, come and teach. So I taught them.
That's amazing. You've had a huge impact on UCI and Irvine, Dr. Choi, for a long time, which I think is really great. So you've seen a lot of changes. You've been a big part of that.
Yeah, UCI, in essence, helped to grow Irvine, city of Irvine, because UCI is always bragging, the chancellor is bragging. We were here before Irvine was here.
Yeah.
We were founded in 1965, and Irvine was founded in 1971, I believe. Yeah, so.
Yeah.
So one more question. Obviously, you came as an immigrant, as many do, and there's a large Korean population in the area. I know that. But why get into politics?
You know, that's, again, interesting story. I never dreamed to come to this wonderful country. I served in the Korean military as an officer, artillery officer, and got the discharge. Then I was looking for a job and was going to become a journalist because I was a reporter at my college, Kyunghee University in Korea. And your first step is always important because that's what or only thing you know. So I was gonna become a reporter, and one day in the morning I heard on the radio they are looking for Korean language instructor, and I didn't know what that was.
On the radio
and I applied, and it turned out to be, after all the screening exams, whatever. So out of about 900 people applied, eventually 18 selected instructors landed in Hilo, Hawaii. That was the training center. So that was my beginning of my journey in America.
Wow. And then so you started your career in teaching Korean out here, Dr. Choi, and then you got your PhD and everything, and you've been a professor. So then, what made you decide to, get into like become the mayor of Irvine, run for politics
Yeah,
in
that's
the
a
city?
good question. My career dream was to become a president of a university somewhere, and that was my very
Okay.
good dream. And I was teaching, and then I never dreamed I was going to become a politician in America, not even my native country.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
because of my background teaching at the UCI at that time, and
Hmm.
the friends, in fact, my landlord, where I started my business, Dr. Choi's Academy,
Okay.
and then
Nice.
Steven run for school board. And what is it? And I'm just starting my business,
Hmm. Yeah.
and the instructors that pushed me into it. I got tricked into it eventually after 2 years. So my teacher said that
So they
there
thought you'd
are.
be like a good person to run for mayor and help the
Yeah,
community.
in essence, because of my educational background, they
Okay.
kind of recruited me
Hmm.
to run for Irvine Unified School District. When I
Oh, okay.
ran, hey, nobody's running, run, and you'll get elected without having to compete. And then without knowing anything at that time, I put my name there. I was
Wow.
told where to go, and sure enough, nobody was there. But
Hmm.
people were watching who's gonna apply. At the
Yeah.
closing date, it turned out to be 10 candidates altogether.
Oh, wow, that's a lot.
So me and 9 other people. So, I
Hmm.
was the only Asian face with the accent in my language, and how in the world I could, win. And even my wife who told me, cancel your application and drop out.
Oh my
And
gosh.
then I
How
went
funny.
back and I got the my application. I mean the refund for the state for the
Hmm.
candidate statement, and so it was
Hmm.
amazing. Without even candidate
So what kind
state
of
statement, I got
so
elected.
that's amazing, Dr. Choi. And like, how what kind of stuff did you do to promote yourself? Because now you're also in politics, running for state senate for the election this year. So as a politician for the Irvine mayor and state senate, what kind of sales strategies are you doing? Like that's been helping you. I mean, you won the Irvine mayor election twice, so you're good at sales for politics. So what's your secret there?
That's a kind of amazing story. Also, myself, I started my political career in 1998, starting with the Urban Unified School District school board member,
Hmm.
and got elected twice, and a council member twice, and a mayor twice, and eventually 2016, I ran for state assembly and got
Okay.
elected for 3 times. That was continuously
Yeah, that's
without
amazing.
stopping for 24 years. So keep
Hmm.
on electing me.
Wow. Hmm.
I'm not a good fundraiser. I'm not a good advertiser of myself. I only thank God. God intervened me, and He did all
Oh.
the
Hmm.
advertising for me.
Wow, that's amazing. And that's what I think I've noticed about you, Dr. Choi, is getting to know you. And, I feel like I've noticed that you're just real down to earth. You seem like just a regular person. You don't seem like, wow, he's the Irvine mayor. I'm scared. I can't go talk to him. You seem like you're a neighbor or like a friend, like for people to approach and talk to. And I think that's what people don't know, that the voters should know, is that you're very down to earth. You really care about helping people, helping the community in all the cities that you're in your Senate. And you've definitely made a difference for many years. And I just want to say also, Dr. Choi, you also have wonderful hair. I just have to mention that. And I just want to mention everybody, give a shout out to my friend Sharon. She has an amazing salon, Lachey Salon and Spa in Irvine. And Dr. Choi helps a lot of Irvine businesses. And my friend's had her business here in Irvine for over 20 years. And she's one of the top multicultural salons in Orange County. She specializes in curly hair for women, men, kids. She helps the whole family, and she provides amazing customer service. She becomes friends with her clients, and she's had clients for many years. They love her. She'll help you with your hair, any kind of problem that you're having with your hair. Curly hair can be a struggle. She can help you with it. She can style it with you. She can do any kind of amazing style. She does hair extensions. She does keratin. She does Brazilian blowout, hair growth. She does protective hair, highlights, and she also specializes in hair loss. So she helps the women and men. She's helped so many people with hair loss. So she gives consultations for that if you have any questions about it. You can go to her salon. You can call her. Her salon is at 17942 Sky Park Circle, Suite C in Irvine, California, 92614. And her salon phone number, where you can call her for an appointment or a free consultation about any hair loss if you want to talk to her about it. Her number is 714-505-2711. And her name is Sharon. She's amazing. She's also having an event this Saturday at her salon. It's a health and wellness event to talk about hair and all kinds of different problems. She works with all kinds of people in the beauty industry for skin, nails. So make sure you guys call her, go to her event, and she'll help you with all of your hair needs.
And support our latest sponsor for this show. Thank you.
Wow,
Exactly,
that's
yeah.
So-
it's
In Irvine
yeah,
Business.
Stephen Choi's show. You are promoting salon, and I should go there to
You
make
should
my hair
Yeah.
curly.
You should check it out.
I would like to have my
Yeah.
my hair curly.
Yeah, they'll help you for sure. Dr. Choi,
I got to ask one more
absolutely.
question that's on everybody's mind, and that is Senate. You were a mayor, then you were in the Assembly. I get what the Assembly does. They pass bills. But the Senate, we actually have a Senate just like the United States Senate. But I don't think most Californians really recognize the difference between the Assembly and the Senate. The Senate represents a larger district. That's about all I know. What's the difference between your work in the Assembly and if you win, the work in the Senate?
In America, we do have a dual parliamentary system, and legislators are divided by Assembly and the Senate. I think that is very solid and a good sound policy, because I come from the Korea as just a single one legislative body, which is Assembly, National Assembly, and it passes. There's no recourse. But here in America, the state levels and the U.S., as you know, they have federal level is they call the representatives or Congress, and they have also Senate. California does have a Senate and an Assembly. Assembly members are made of 80 people. So in other words, California is divided by 80 different districts. And the Senate is divided by 40 districts, and elect
what
one
are the
each. It'll
cities
be
in
40 senators will be elected.
So you represent
Okay.
a larger area in the Senate than
Yes,
you're doing.
roughly, with about the estimated 40 million population in California.
And do certain bills start
Yeah.
in the Assembly and then go to the Senate, or can they start in either Assembly? You can start in the Senate, but it takes two bodies to pass the bill, right?
Yes, so two bodies will have to approve of that. However, it doesn't have to initiate it from one side. Both the senators and the assembly members can initiate, introduce a bill, and they have to go through all kinds of committees. After that, it'll be placed on the floor, and if on the floor entire body passes it, that it'll go to Senate. And Senate agrees upon without any modifications, then it'll pass. If there's any change, it'll come back to Assembly, and also vice versa.
So
Senators
Dr. Choi?
introduce, yes.
So you're mostly focusing on helping California. That's what your role is going to
Well,
be.
this
for
is the
state
state.
Senate.
This is the state assembly.
So
yeah.
the whole,
Right.
and what cities and like what in Orange County, like Irvine, and what other cities are you representing?
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a very important question for me today, right now. It's the 37th Senatorial District, involves from north of Orange County toward east side. Will be starting with Yorba Linda, partial cities, some of them, Yorba
Okay.
Linda, Placentia, Fullerton, Anaheim Hills, Orange, Villa Park, Tustin, Irvine, Costa Mesa, Lake Forest, Aliso Viejo, Laguna Woods, Laguna Niguel,
That's a lot.
and unincorporated North Santa Ana area. So it's about 17 different areas.
Wow, that's a huge area of Orange County, and there's a lot happening, you know, in the society and stuff. What are like some of the top issues that are facing your district?
That's what I would like to ask you. What do you think the issues in Orange County? But most people talk about two or three different things. And number one would be rising cost of living. inflation
Yeah,
is
that's
right
true for
now
sure.
is hitting everybody. At the gas stations, gas price goes up,
And they increased the
i-
gas
in,
tax. The guy, your opponent, he increased the gas tax. He voted for that too.
Yeah, he was the one who cast the deciding vote for SB1, and for that he got recalled. And 2 years
Yeah,
later, he managed
that's huge.
to go back, and the people
Wow.
soon forget he's the guy that who kept on voting for gas tax increase, and so radical bills. So we
Yeah.
need, and then also cost
It's
of living
terrible.
is inflation. We need to
Hmm.
really promote businesses to prosper,
Yeah,
and
definitely.
crime rate is shooting skyrocket right now everywhere, including
Hmm.
Orange County, and the
Yeah,
burglaries
definitely.
everywhere.
Yeah, it's
Even
been really bad.
international burglary ring is hitting
Hmm.
our Orange, even including our city of Irvine. So
Wow.
no
Hmm.
city is immune to that. So we need to
Right. Hmm.
strengthen our law enforcement forces. And guess what? My opponent, Josh Newman, is a supporter of the defunding the police. And did you
Wow.
see
Oh
the
my
signs
gosh.
that some
That's terrible.
independent groups are
Hmm.
placing signs on the streets? I didn't even know that, and that they are sending out all kinds of
Hmm.
media, press, texting, and the surprise I just got the
Wow.
one texting this morning and
Hmm.
accusing him of all the bad bills supporting and
Yeah.
initiating bad bills himself.
Yeah, I mean, and that's the thing is that lately, California has been going downhill the last few years. And then you got to think about like who's been in, the politicians that have been, affecting all this, causing this. And that's what's making people think twice about this election, why it's so important, especially in Orange County. Like you said, the crime has gone up a lot. It's gone terrible. And you were mayor of Irvine, and it was the safest city in America.
Yes.
So you know how to keep the area safe, which I think is huge. And that's what families want, parents want, and people, business owners, they don't want to have to worry so much about their stores getting robbed, by all of these thieves now. And it's gotten dangerous, they're worried and scared. So that's what I think. You are tough on crime, Dr. Choi,
Oh, of course, that's
which is
public
crucial.
safety is always foremost important, and Irvine is so popular for families to move into Irvine, and
Right.
top-rate education and the public safety. These are two reasons why people choose to move to Irvine, and that's the reason property value goes up so high. But think about it.
Hmm.
Anyone living any place will want the same. Good
Yeah.
schools,
Hmm.
safe schools, and peaceful, and they can walk out the neighborhood without having to lock the doors.
Yeah, it's
That's
gotten
a
bad.
lifestyle we want. We are not crime free, but we are still
Hmm.
relatively. Our IPD Irvine Police Department is doing a
Yeah.
wonderful job, and we are
Hmm.
still rated number one safest city in America in its population class. And we need to keep our Orange County, and then also, for that matter, California, the same way.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. It was different, like 10 years ago in California. It was a lot better. Now it's gotten crazy. And as far as business owners, you definitely you want to keep the taxes low too, right,
Of course,
Dr. Choi?
I'm always a tax fighter, and then I was rated uh, the best who voted for bills, anything to do with the tax increase. The bills I supported was a zero tax increase. No other person, even including
Yeah,
Republicans, they
that's
voted
wonderful.
certain bills that has to
Hmm.
do with some level of increase of a tax. But my bills, when I was in the assembly, came out to be zero, perfect
Wow.
score.
Yeah,
So
you've been doing a great job, Dr.
yeah.
Choi.
So while we are speaking about all these bad bills, being passed by the legislature in
Hmm.
Sacramento, I would like to emphasize the voter education session right now is that the
Hmm.
problem comes from not because of certain individual. This is the phenomena that one party, supermajority, Democrat at this time, Democratic Party is controlling both Senate and the state. Roughly speaking,
Yeah.
8 to
That's
2, 80% and the supermajority. So any important bills, even voter initiatives or proposal for amending Constitution requires a two-thirds vote, which is about roughly 67%. However, supermajority means that way above that level,
Yeah.
about roughly 80%. So no matter how much the opponent party, the minority party, Republicans are trying to resist and cast no votes,
Sure.
I mean, there's no braking power. Our brakes are broken. It's not working.
Yeah.
They
That's
don't
right.
need our vote.
Yes.
They expect the no votes for certain bad bills. They know, and they don't ask for our support in working together because they have already their own votes on their side. So California's all the problems, so many people are moving out of state,
Right.
is that because
Yeah.
of the bad bills, pro-criminal bills, continuous regulations on the businesses, rising costs, a lot of regulations. So we need to have a good balance of power so
Yeah,
that there will
that's
be
true.
good debate and based upon the merit of certain bills, we can vote each other, support each other if the bill is good for the Californians. So this is all
Exactly.
partisan bad bills for their agenda, leftist agenda they are proposing, and they just can move along with that
Yeah, and
agenda because
Dr.
they
Ch-
have already enough votes, and we need
I
to bring
see.
up the balance of the power.
Yeah.
Roughly 20-20 at the
Yeah.
Senate, roughly 40-40 at the Assembly
Oh,
level.
okay. You know
Yeah.
that, and that's right, Dr. Choi. And that's the thing is that it's like California is a super woke state. And it didn't
Exactly.
used to be like this. It was more like a moderate, but and even if you look at propositions, like the last 10 years that most people in California are voting for, it's like more in the middle. It's like different issues people care about regardless of the party. It's more bipartisan. And that's what I think has been like the problem here and in the whole country is that, the politicians need to just stop like being so polarized and just help the people. That's what it's about. Helping the communities, helping the people. The inflation is so bad, the economy is bad, and that's where I like what you said, how you want to stop, the taxes because they go up, especially in California. There's so many taxes here. We have sales tax, we have obviously the income taxes, capital gains tax, everything's taxed, and it's just super high, and that's crushing, all the individuals, families, and the businesses. There's a lot of small businesses in Orange County, and they're looking to you. They're looking for help for policies that will help their businesses. There's a business in Anaheim, which Paul is familiar with. I just want to throw this out there. They're also one of our sponsors, the Anaheim Palm and Psychic Readings by Judy.
Palm
So-
reading.
So she might take a look
Yeah.
and see what the future holds for
Yeah,
Dr. Choi.
can you ask
Exactly.
her?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, they're amazing. I went there and I did a psychic reading and a crystal healing, and it's like a super healing experience. If people don't understand it, but it's like what they do is they're actually super accurate in understanding you. It's like a therapist, but like they have this amazing intuition. It's a super gift, and they can like you walk in. And they just like can tell like all these things about you as a person, your past, problems you're having with relationships, with family, with work, your anything in your life. And then, for the psychic reading, they can give you guidance about your problems you're dealing with, your future, and it gives you a lot of peace. And then the crystal healing, it's like a spiritual experience where it's like a lot of people have these different energies. There's all kinds of energies from people, from things, and everything you're around deal with. So they get rid of these negative energies. It's like you feel more peace after, and the things they give you, it's like so wise, and they give you great guidance and clarity
And
on
more
issues.
importantly, or equally importantly, for anybody listening to this show, they get a special deal, right?
Yes, exactly. Half off any of their services. Palm readings, tarot readings, psychic readings, crystal healing, chakra balancing, anything that you need, any types
And
of
where are they
healing you
located?
need.
Oh, they're near to Disneyland somewhere, aren't they?
Yep, exactly. They're near Disneyland.
Couple
They're
blocks
5
from
blocks
Disney.
away.
Yeah.
Yep, super close. And then you guys can call them. Anaheim Palm in Psychic Readings by Judy. Their phone number is 714-635-2408. You can book an appointment. You can have parties or corporate events, any types of birthday parties, any Halloween parties, holiday parties. They do those also. They can come to your event and do readings for everyone. Their address also, if you wanted to be a walk-in, is 872 South Harbor Boulevard in Anaheim, California, 92805. You can look them up online, and it's amazing. It will really change your life.
One of the many small businesses in the area here who support these shows.
Yep,
Thank you for
exactly.
all of that. I got one last question. Suddenly, I know there's a large Korean population in Orange County, right?
Yes.
But I never saw them active in politics until recently.
You are wrong.
I know now. I'm saying you were the first. You were among the first to be on the city council.
No,
Koreans.
you are wrong. You know already the names. Young Kim
Young
is
Kim was
from
one.
Korea.
Yes.
And
Michelle Steele.
Michelle Park Steele is also from Korea. And unfortunately, my opponent at the state senator, David Min, is from Korea.
He's from Korea too, as well.
Yes.
So I guess my question is: has there been an awakening within the Korean community where more people have stepped forward, or is this just reflection of the growing Korean population in Orange County?
Yeah, when I stepped up to run for school board in 1998, and that was so rare, and on the front page of the daily paper, and when I got elected, I got so many flowers and a lot of interviews.
Because you were
requests and
among the
whatever.
first or the first.
Because
on
I
the
was
city
so rare, but right now, even if when I got elected in 2016 to state assembly, I didn't get a piece of flower, no interview request.
No big deal anymore.
No big deal. Not anymore. The value of a rarity, there they go to state, federal level. Young Kim in the Michelle Park still gets all the attention, and they deserve. So.
but it's still a rarity in the United States Congress because I think they're the only two serving Koreans, right? Young Kim.
No, it's a total. We have 5.
See, there you go.
Yeah, so
all of a sudden,
Yeah,
Koreans
that's
are
good.
making an impact in the community here in a way we
early
haven't seen before.
early 1990s. You may remember Jay Kim. He started off from Diamond Bar. He
That's
was
right.
mayor,
That's right.
and then he succeeded to get elected to Congress. But unfortunately, he had the trouble with the
So
campaign funding issues, so
Dr.
he
Choi,
didn't succeed.
like there's been a lot of different things happening for the Asian community, like the last 5 years and stuff, and there's been more hatred and stuff and problems. Like, how do you really fight that in as in your party and stuff? Like, how do you deal with all these issues?
I know that's a very interesting question because you look European to me, so nobody will ask you
I hear a lot of different
where
stuff.
are you from. Okay, but even for
Ashley's actually Iranian, another large group that's.
I can
I have
tell.
a lot of
But
different
my
backgrounds.
children, my grandchildren, even if they were born here, they may live here for 100 years. Always their first question will be, where are you from?
Yeah.
We are permanent visual minority. So that is very difficult to deal with, and during the COVID period, and the virus was originated from Wuhan, China. So most Westerners don't recognize the Chinese people from Korean or
Right.
Japanese. So sometimes I don't have also the clear distinction of them. So. All in a blanket, all the Asians were treated, Asian hate crime, was so badly
it was really
popular
terrible.
during the time. And I think that unfortunate human race, we have a built-in bias against some things or some body
Against differences, it's the other,
a little bit
Yeah.
different look from you, and they have a built-in bias. Always they try to treat you
Yeah.
differently. So I think that's the beauty of America, we are the country of immigrants and
Right.
made this country so great, so strong, and the most powerful country on earth. And we need to find the ways to live in peace and harmoniously, and also for that matter worldwide. Israel fights going on, or Ukrainian, Russians, or attack somebody else. This is terrible. Why can we live
Yeah.
together in peace and smile at each other and share our friendships? So that's
Exactly.
Any insights into the
Yes,
other one that's
definitely.
always makes the news? We're always frightened about not just what's happening in Ashley's native country, Iran, but we're also worried about in the Middle East. We're also worried about North Korea and South Korea, the whole
exactly.
continuing
It's
struggle.
been crazy for sure.
Yeah, that's the reason I was gonna, make a question to you, Palm Psychic. If she will,
What does she see?
If,
Yeah.
if she will give a special discount to Governor Newsom, if she
And of
comes to ask as to the future of California, how the California will do well in the future. I think that's all I
definitely.
care about.
Call them up.
How we can Californians live richly, abundantly in peace and harmony. That's what I promote.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I really like too, because there's a lot of like a fear everywhere. Like you were talking about racism against the Asian community. There's every different culture has like a fear, especially nowadays. Like people see you and they see the news and they stereotype, which is crazy and so dumb. And that's what's really been bad. And globally, we need world peace. That's what everybody wants. Most
Yeah.
people just want peace.
Exactly. So I hope we can someday soon achieve all the ceasefire and achieve peace, and we can live in harmony.
Well, you've certainly shown
absolutely.
that there's room at the table for many these days. It's not just all people that grew up. They all look like me. I'm sorry to say, a pale male and whatever.
But I cannot complain too much because, as I said in the beginning, when I ran for school board, I was a different looking guy, Asian,
Right.
only Asian face among 10 candidates. But the white voters chose me. I mean, that
Yeah.
is an American dream
That's the
and an
American dream. I
opportunity,
agree.
American opportunity.
Yes.
I agree.
People, as long as they show your ability, your desire to serve your community, they recognize you and they give you such a chance, and that's
Yeah.
what I benefited from. And then I have achieved the American dream.
Yeah.
I
That's what we
completely
need.
agree.
That's what we want. Yeah.
Well, thank you. How do they reach you if they want to join the American Dream? If they want to support your dream and continue the work you've done, how do they reach you?
Oh, Paul, thank you for that opportunity because that's the most important. I am, so to speak, in a battlefront. I need a lot of ammunition. Election is fighting.
Right around the corner here. Yeah.
Writing with the campaign literatures, which will cost a lot of money. So go to my website, Steven Choi, StevenChoi.org, or my personal cell phone number. I don't mind giving out.
Wow.
No,
okay.
no. We shouldn't do that, Dr. Choi.
Just,
No.
yeah,
Just the
go to
website's good for now.
Just the website is stevenchoi.org. Okay,
We
so
want
And
to.
they
We don't want
can-
to need you bombarded.
They can
yeah.
volunteer. They can.
No, because this is the good listeners will help me my
Yeah.
election, and
So your
go
website
to
is great.
is a donation is absolutely necessary. That will help my election to the victory this November 5th. And
right.
most of all the registered voters, they need to go out to vote.
Yeah, we can vote in the
so don't give up.
mail-in ballots
Yeah,
too
yeah.
now.
And is it
Yeah.
too late to register now? Is that deadline
No,
passed?
still you can register.
Okay.
Right, so you can mail in your ballot, or you can go in person and vote.
Exactly. There are a zillion ways that you can vote for.
One more time, if they
Right.
want to support you or learn more about you, it's Steven, Steven, that's with a V, Choi, Choi, and what was it? Just
.org.
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 StevenChoi.org.
Very
All right,
good.
so make sure you
place to
vote
go
for
to.
Dr. Choi, everybody. If you're living in his area in Orange County, get out there, tell everybody to vote for Dr. Choi.
I think you got at least one supporter here, Ashley. Right.
Yeah, that's right.
I got two votes, so hopefully Paul and Ashley.
I don't live in your district, so
You can mail in.
I'll move. I'll do it. I live in another district.
All right.
All right. Thank you so much for joining us today here, and Ashley, take us out.
All right, everybody. Thank you so much, Dr. Choi. It's wonderful having you here today. And we have another amazing show in a couple weeks, everybody. So make sure you stay tuned. you watch our show, you share it with everyone. And yeah, so I have some other amazing announcements I'm going to make on the next show, so you can watch out for that.
Thank you for the wonderful opportunity.
Well, there you have it. One more reason to tune in each and every time to Orange County's only community radio station, OC Talk Radio, streaming live from our studios here at the University of California, Irvine's Beale Applied Innovation Center.